Carolina through and through. Hoops, yeah, we talk that blue. We Bleav in Hills hoops. How about you? PJ with that jumper, still the truth. Daht, he the 6-man coming through. Desmond been the voice, and that's the root. We Bleav in Hills hoops.
And welcome into a Monday edition of Bleav in Hills Hoops here on Tobacco Road Sports Radio and Bleav Podcast Networks, brought to you by the fine folks over at Fanduel. Desmond Johnson in the house from Tobacco Road Sports Radio. PJ Hairston, former Heels Hooper and 6-man of Heels basketball, Daht in the house. Your North Carolina Tar Heels draw a 6th seed for the NCAA tournament. We'll get into their matchup versus the 11th seed VCU in a little bit. We got a little housekeeping to do. We're going to go back a little bit since we haven't seen you guys since last week. We're going to talk a bit about what we saw with Carolina in the quarterfinals this past week and what we did not like. And we'll just kind of chop it up. But, guys, how are y'all feeling coming out this weekend of Tar Heels basketball?
Hey, one more weekend of basketball, baby. I hope we enjoy it.
Are you still on? So they only have one game left now? Is that what it is? Do you think
yeah. I just hope that the boys enjoy this moment, man. And when they get there to Greenville, South Carolina, that isn't very far from Chapel Hill. I hope they just enjoy the March Madness events, man. Just the fanfare and the bags and stuff, and the bright lights and the cameras. Just enjoy it for that game, man. And be ready to finish your semester strong in the classroom because we'll be back to school, by Thursday. Get some classes. So be ready to put the student back in student athlete after one game.
Shut up, bro.
We play in VCU. NC State beat VCU earlier this year. That's
NC State beat us by 30.
We didn't have our players. That's what I'm like.
We still don't have our players.
We ain't got a player. We ain't got a player.
And we're in March.
Yeah, and this is different.
VCU will come out. VCU will come out like a 1 seed.
Maybe.
Because it's us, and we have no Caleb.
I want to actually start off with the sentiment of the Carolina fan base. And Daht actually touched on this at the beginning of this episode and at the end of the last episode, where I'm just not wired to be we ain't got a shot, to do anything. I'm not saying we're going to win a national championship or anything. I'm not crazy. There's a couple teams in our own conference where I feel got a better shot to get further than we do. But looking at our bracket and what's in front of us, really, Houston's the only one where I'm okay, that's going to be us playing 26-year-old grown men. That's going to be a different kind of vibe altogether. It's all matchups. Like you said, PJ, it's all matchups when it comes to March. And there are going to be teams that lose early that we're not expecting to lose early. I don't know if this is the year where we're going to have a bunch of upsets like we did a couple years before. But I was going to ask you guys this. Everybody always roots for upsets the first weekend or whatever. But then they think about it when that happens the next weekend. It's all those teams you wanted to see are gone. And you get Florida Gulf Coast, teams like that, in Sweet 16. Do you guys like the upsets in the first rounds, or would you prefer your traditional blue blood, the best teams to make it, through the tournament?
I do if the teams are actually good. That year, Florida Atlantic went to the Final Four.
That was a good team. Yeah,
they were good. They had a squad, and now their coach is the head coach at Virginia. So
I know them. Yeah.
So you get what I'm saying. So I just think it's about if the teams are actually good, and around this time, everybody's good. And I'm just going to be honest. Down to the 16th seed, you made it to the tournament because you won your conference championship. You're a good team. It just all depends on, like you said, the matchup and who shows up that day. Because you only got one chance.
Yeah, there's no time to start slow.
You get one chance. And if you start off in the hole and you down 20-6, you're going to have to dig yourself out of that hole for the next remainder of the game, because
you're about to be on that recap video at the end of the day. This set, where are you?
That's our number one problem with Caleb out. We start slow. We start real slow. It's almost tentative.
The last thing we need to happen is for us to be on the one shining moment highlight of us getting dunked on.
Yo,
game winner hit on the
room is lit. There you are.
That's the last thing.
And that's Big Luther too. That ain't Little Luther singing. That was Big Luther. Yeah. Remember when they switched it to Jennifer Hudson that one year and we rioted?
What are we doing?
Jennifer Hudson?
You know what's disappointing for me, man? What's disappointing is like hearing all these storylines, and they're talking about how they're just waiting to watch to see how these freshmen, like Kingston and Houston, Boozer twins at Duke, A Cuff at Arkansas, DP at Kansas, and just to not be able to have that conversation about Caleb, man, really is just sickening to my stomach, man. Like when they even discuss our region, they don't even really mention Carolina. They're like, oh, like what's Houston gonna do? And I think Florida and like not even a mention of Carolina, man. And that is 100% because we don't have our phenomenal freshmen, man. And that is really disappointing. It's really disappointing. And I just want to say this about my fandom personally. I'm always the type of fan that expects the worst so that when the best happens, I can be excited. And if the worst happens, I'm not too let down. So I'm the type of dude that's going to put Duke in the national championship. So if they win the national championship, I'm not hurt. Like I knew they were going to be in the national championship. And if they lose before they get to the national championship, whoa boy, now I can have some fun on social media.
See, I can't. I'm not. I can't.
And if they do go very far, then I will be excited about it. But I just know that the team we're watching right now is like a mirror to the teams we've been watching the last 5 years. Not skill set for skill set, but I'm talking about the energy that we have as fans. For the last 5 years, we have not gone into any game like, oh, we know we're gonna win this game. We go into every game like, may the best team win. I know that we have the pieces to get it done. And when we win, we're super happy about it. But we have not gone in with the confidence like we had this year with Caleb Wilson, dog. We have not had that since Hubert's tenure. Even when we started the season as preseason number ones, man. And like
I haven't felt like that since like 2019, like the 2019 season, like with Kobe White and Cam Johnson, that group, Luke May, because that was the team. I was like, okay, we got enough. This is a little squad, and like they got a number one seed. They won the regular season in ACC.
But you felt it again this year, is what I'm saying, though, right?
There was bits and pieces, yeah, and that's the thing that I'm having trouble with this year's team because they've been missing key parts of the roster all year. They've kind of learned how to play without key parts of it all year. I was saying last week, I'm glad if he was going to get hurt, I'm glad he got hurt when he did, as opposed to him coming back and getting hurt. Because then I feel like they're in a hole that they can't dig out of. But him getting hurt and not even playing an AC tournament kind of told him or gave him a chance to understand, well, we've been playing without him for the past month. We've won games without him for the past month. We still could technically win games without him the past month or in the next upcoming month. I don't know how long that's going to go. But to Daht's point, I can't look at it. I never looked at negatively going into the Carolina game, especially in March. I've always did more of a half full thing. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, because the way this team is, like, I don't know. It's really my team. I don't know what team's going to show up. If my team shows up and they're on from the very beginning and they're hitting free throws, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit, because that's really why they lost on Thursday night was the free throws. It wasn't because Caleb Wilson went there. They missed all these critical free throws in the second half, which we have talked about all year. Like all year.
We lost by one. We missed 7 free throws.
Give it to him, PJ. Because that every time we lost the game, it's been something that should be PJ's stat, because that's the one PJ's going to bring up when we lose more often than not. Seth Tribble missing free throws in the second half, like all these key free throws, and then we lose by one. I'm just like, man, that's the thing. That's been the thing all year. Caleb Wilson got nothing to do with that. So, like, if they can hit some free throws and just play their game,
but did you see how
it'll be okay?
But my lights went off. My bad. Yeah. But did you see how damn Derek Dixon looks coming off them screens though?
He's
like he is 2 guard. Let me fix my light.
Yeah, the past two games, Derek Dixon's been the dude that we've been hoping to turn into.
And I don't know if I was telling you or Daht. We need to instead of Luka being the one coming off those screens, you need to have him as a decoy, because obviously we're drawing up the plays for Luka to come off and shoot. I feel like if you got Luka or Seth handling the ball and you got Derek Dixon and Seth running off screens, you have a better opportunity, only because they're not going to help far off Luka. So if he does pass it, Derek Dixon will have a shot. And the defender that's guarding Luka might help a little bit, might not. It just depends on how well Luka's shooting it. But once Derek Dixon gets the ball, he either has a shot, he can drive it, it's a pick and roll. It just sets up so many things because you get the ball back in the point guard's hands off a set play, as opposed to Luka getting it and turning it over.
Yeah. I'm kind of Luka. I'm not sure what to do with Luka this way. He's so streaky off and on. Stick with what you know right now. Steph Trumbull, Derek Dixon, Henry Vassar. Those are your three, and then whoever you can get something from, Powell, somebody from off.
Everybody else need to play defense and shoot.
Yes,
Everybody
defense,
else,
rebound,
shoot, and rebound
the basketball. Hit your free throws. Please. Like all these games we've lost because they have not hit free throws is driving me nuts. And then I see people blaming Hubert Davis. And I'm like, okay, like that. I wasn't going to use the button. I wasn't going to use the button today.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why we mad, son.
I got to so it's in our comments already. It's open mailbag, by the way. So if you're watching this live, you can actually comment. We'll respond to it as we can. Michael Daniels 461 says if the administration had any balls, they would fire Davis after this weekend. I know we are not making it to the Sweet 16. After they fired Davis, they should fire Bill. The Belichick thing is a whole other conversation. They can't fire Bill Belichick because they would owe like $70 million to him and his staff. That's all guaranteed money. So just forget about the fact Bill Belichick's here for the next couple of years. You want to take this Hubert Davis thing real quick, PJ? Because I've been seeing it off and on ever since we lost on Thursday, and I'm just like,
I have one question: how many of you couch coaches can actually come do what Hubert's doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair. I hate that debate. It's not because none of us can shoot threes either, and none of us can dribble like Luka or shoot like Luka.
So
why still bombing Luka on the floor?
So why fire
Hubert? Hubert can't go. I guarantee you look at Hubert free throws from when he played. He was a great free throw shooter.
No, let me say this. No, this is my point to that, and I'm gonna let you finish, P. But I'm just saying when people say, "Can you do what Coach Hubert does?" No, but we're not coaches. We can't shoot like you can shoot. We can't shoot like Luka can shoot. But we can still be fans and be like, "Yo, Luka is not helping us. Sit his ass down." That's the so to say you can't question Coach Hubert Davis because you can't coach. That's not fair.
I think it is fair because what you just said right there, he's not sitting them down for a reason. There's stuff that we don't see. The coach sees, like during practice, he's playing Luka because whoever's behind Luka is worse than whatever Luka's doing.
Because if you take Luka out, who you putting in?
Right.
No, my point is to question someone because you can't do it. I think that's a low hanging rebuttal.
But we're questioning as if we know better. That's kind of the point. We're questioning as if we know better sitting at home watching it than Hubert does getting paid to do it. And I'm like, nah, I would never say I know how to MC an event better than Daht. And I know Daht knows how to do it. Like, just because I might agree with something's going on, but I'm never going to sit here and be like, I'm better than that because I can sit here and do it for my couch.
But nobody's saying they're better than Hubert. But nobody's saying they're better than Hubert. They just say the audience is saying fire Hubert. I would like to let you know I am 100% not a part of that audience.
We know that.
But I do want to say the people that say fire whoever, they're not saying fire him because I can do it better. They're just saying fire him because he's not doing it to the standard that I think that position should be ran from.
Let me rephrase that then. He's not saying fire because I can do better. They're saying fire him because there's someone else out there that should be able to do it better. Fair. And I'm like, I don't think that's the case. I
agree with that, Des. I agree
like we talked about, people keep screaming Wes Miller, and he just got fired from Cincinnati.
Never made the tournament.
20 games.
Yeah.
He never made a tournament in Cincinnati. Hubert just won 20 games 5 years straight.
What is he? 24 and what is it? 24 and 6 or something like that? 25 and 6. Whatever.
He's
won 24 plus games the past his first 4 seasons at Carolina. He's had a 5-star here every year he's been here. Like he couldn't help injury this year. And the fact that he was able to go 24 and 6 with his only senior hurt the first third of the season, his best player hurt the last third of the season. Like, what do y'all want? Like, he's still like, look at the resume of the teams they beat this year. Like, they're all in the field. Kansas, Kentucky, Virginia.
If you take that California and that Stanford game out, we have a pretty good resume.
Yes, and I was looking at the people that got in because I watched the selection show yesterday on CBS Live, just to see if they would say something about Carolina, and they actually did. Seth Davis actually asked the dude who's actually really well put together. I think he's the AD of Kent State or someplace. I can't remember, but he was the head of the committee. And the last question they asked him was about Carolina. And they were like, did the Caleb Wilson injury affect their seeding? And he was like, yes, it did affect their seeding. Player availability affects it. Like they probably would have been like a 5, maybe higher, depending on how they got in the ACC tournament. But without Caleb Wilson, they said the same thing about Texas Tech and JT Toppin.
Yeah, they dropped to 5.
Yeah, they dropped down to Texas Tech has beat 3 top 5 teams this year, like including Duke. Like
2
that's
number ones. They beat 2 number ones.
I think they beat Arizona and Houston. Yeah,
they beat Arizona at Arizona. Not
you was in your Final Four, and but without Toppin, they moved them down to a 5, and they moved us down to a 6, where we're probably a 4 or 5 to be honest. So fully loaded with Caleb, because we've been in the top 20 all year. And like
Sure.
I love the way they showed the overall rankings, and then they showed Watt matched up the way it was, because I thought Duke had a tough region. So I started looking at it. I'm like, all those teams kind of have flaws except for Houston, kinda. And they won't see Houston until the Elite Eight. So not Houston, UConn. And they won't see UConn until the Elite Eight. So we'll get to the bracket in just a bit, but I want to address that about Hubert. There's not another, for all those that always say we need to fire him, they never come up with a plan. It's like Trump and Iran right now. We just ran up in there, but we didn't have no like plan. Like, what are we supposed to be doing while we're here? Who are you going to hire? Like, who's better equipped right now to navigate this? That was the other thing too. They compare him to Dean and Roy. They leave out the fact Hubert is coaching in a different world than Dean and Roy did. Like, NIL didn't exist. The transfer portal didn't exist. The only coach really that has been successful from day one of NIL is John Shire. He's the only one. And the only reason why that happened is because Duke hired a GM 4 years ago to start handling this. And we just hired a GM last summer. We're 4 years behind Duke. So y'all are sitting there yelling about Hubert Davis not doing stuff right. We're watching him make the perfect calls out of timeouts. He's subbing when he needs to. The players have to hit shots. They have to play defense. They have to rebound. They have to hold their end of the bargain. Hubert can't do it for them.
And it's not Hubert's job to go find a GM either.
No, he's not. It's not his job. Carolina finally did this when they got Bill Belichick. That's the only reason why we even have a GM, because Belichick came in. They were going to have to dedicate more money to the athletic program, or we'd be still spinning our wheels like we were before. A lot of this had to do with money. So give Hubert a shot. Hubert is navigating this about as well as you can in terms of building a roster in an NIL world, a transfer portal world, where the other thing, that's what it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why we mad, son. I'm gonna tell you why
Have y'all seen on Twitter all weekend about people posting what other former Tar Heel players have been doing? Like
they've been doing that all season.
But like special Tyler Nickel and Jalen Washington were at Vanderbilt. They played in the SEC title game. So all I heard all weekend, look at what they're doing at Vanderbilt. They couldn't do this at Carolina. Or look at Elliot Cadeau at Michigan and all this other stuff. And I'm like,
I'm gonna just tell you this: Jalen Washington started doing his thing he was doing here yesterday in that game. I'm just gonna be honest with you. In that last 3-4 minutes of that game, people want to call out what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He got real soft like he was here.
Who do you think he would have started over Caleb Wilson or Henry Vassar?
No, I think he would have been our other big man.
He'd been the third big man.
Along with Zayden House.
Yeah.
He came off the bench before Zayden, though. He'd have been right there behind him.
But he was a Hubert project.
That's what I'm saying. Zayden
he was a Hubert project because he was hurt coming out of high school. Like we kind of waited on him, and then I want to almost think Hubert kind of nudged him out and let him go find a better opportunity, because we've seen him do that before too. People also forget the fans ran Elliot Cadeau out of here. We didn't tell him to go nowhere. Y'all forget that?
Love.
We ran Caleb Love out of here. The fan base needs to check themselves, like for real. Like seriously, like I'm sitting there listening to them talk about Elliot Cadeau's doing all this with Michigan. He could imagine him here at Carolina this year. Well, we tried to do that, but you know what happened? The Carolina fan base got mad at him last year on social media for like 4 months straight and ran him out of here. Remember his mom getting online trying to have him defend him?
His mom disrespectful, EC disrespectful.
Can you just imagine Elliot with all these shooters we got and the bigs?
I think that's what he was trying to picture.
He'd average 9-10 assists a game. He would probably have the assist record, not even trying to be funny.
I think Carolina will be a top 10 team with Elliot Cadeau at point guard. But again, y'all can't have it both ways. You can't. It's never been perfect at Carolina basketball. But for some reason, some fans seem to think that we are not in perfect world anymore. I'm like, we never were. We've never been in perfect world. Like,
I think it's just easy. I think it's just easy to fire the head coach when your team isn't performing to the level that you think, right? Like it's just, again, it's low hanging fruit. Like, if we had a different coach, we'd have a different system, different guys. And that's true. But the reality of that is, what does that different system and those different guys look like? You dig what I'm saying? Like, are you willing to gamble there versus a guy who's getting you 20 wins every season, bringing a 5-star in every season, getting you to the tournament and giving you a chance in March? Are you willing to disrupt all of that to possibly get some Matt Doherty energy in here? No shade to Matt Doherty, you know what I'm saying? But like just that era of basketball, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to go there, or are you trying to build on? Clearly, you can see the vision that HD has. If it hasn't come to pass all the way to fruition, 100% the way he wants it, but clearly you got to see, okay, he wants a big that can stretch the floor. He wants a point guard that can attack and get buckets. He wants shooters around all of that. Who doesn't want that type of offense?
It's a hybrid of Dean and Roy. Like he took the best of Dean's offense and the best of Roy's offense and add a little NBA in it and just put it together. And like it works. I don't understand why people are mad. Like, if you fire Hubert Davis tomorrow, are y'all forgetting he just signed 2 5-stars for next year to come here? 2 top 25 players coming in here. They're gone. They're going someplace else. Like people aren't thinking ahead. Like the players are on this roster that are probably going. Derek Dixon's probably going to stay. I'm hearing we keep worrying about Isaiah Dennis maybe leaving. I'm hearing he's been hurt all year and that he's a long-term project. He's going to be here next year, from what I understand.
If Hubert gets fired, that whole team might be gone. Henry Brassard's going to the Bleav.
There's no reason to stay.
Caleb obviously is gone. Derek Dixon might be gone.
Plus,
HD recruited him. Of course, he's gone.
Yeah, that's
plus,
what you don't understand. Like,
people don't understand the economic dynamics of this. Hubert just signed an extension last summer, like a 6 or 7 year extension. That's guaranteed money. They fire him this year. They still got to pay him the next 6 years, and the new coach coming in. Carolina's not going to do that.
If I'm Hubert and they do fire me, I'm gonna go on straight to Turks and Caicos.
Yep, either that or ESPN.
And not to mention, you still got to pay Bill Belichick. You still trying to renovate or build a new stadium.
Yep,
like money ain't
chill. Like seriously, like this is not on Hubert. Like I didn't want to start this way, but I've been sitting on it all weekend. I'm like, why is everybody blaming Hubert Davis when we were just applauding him?
Because
like 7 days ago.
Because like Daht said, it's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People sit on their couch like they don't.
Yeah, it's the easiest thing to do.
Fire Hubert Davis, man.
Because people also sitting on the couch don't realize the schemes we're in, the plays we're running.
Mm-hmm.
They just see we're missing shots. They just
don't
see
watch practice.
They see the other team making more shots than us, so they just automatically assume it's Hubert's fault. No.
See stuff like this. If we lose in the first round, is HD back? Yes. HD will be back. Like y'all,
he has 2 5-stars coming in next year. He has a committed Derek Dixon for the next 4 years, hopefully, because he wanted to be there.
Right. Yeah.
Like
King Abdul. I'm loving Daht energy. Reality kicked in. We are done.
I'm a realist too. Like I'm not gonna say we're cooked because I think we have a chance to beat VCU. I do. But
I think we have a chance to beat VCU.
Like I said,
but we should have beat Clemson.
Right, but like I said, right, Liz, VCU is long, they're tall, athletic, and they run. And they have a point guard. I don't know if y'all know that can shoot the leather off the ball.
So I just don't know why I just don't know why the team has not, especially without Caleb, respectfully, because I know the boys watch the podcast. So hi guys, but respectfully, the guys just haven't shown that they even want to be in these games without Caleb.
Urgency. That's why they lost to Clemson.
That's the reality. And it's not just Clemson. It's since Caleb has gone down, man. Like, even in the Duke game, like everybody wants to talk about, well, they brought it back at halftime. By halftime, no, man. Like Malik and Evans were on the bench in foul trouble at the end of the first half of the Duke game at Cameron. That's why we started to make a run. When they all had their starting 5 out there for the second half, we continued to get belted. Like this team they don't have a sense of urgency or a sense of confidence enough for me to even beat a VCU. So I'm not going to go into the VCU game optimistic that we got a shot. We played like again a Clemson team that we should have beaten in the ACC tournament. Lost. We lost to them in the Dean. Did we lose to them? No, we beat them in the Dean Dome.
Like
barely.
Yeah.
Barely.
Same 2 squads, same rosters. Like
same rosters, bro.
Like we lost the Clemson game because we didn't get urgent till like 5 minutes left in the game or whatever. It felt like 3 minutes left in the game.
Because we were down 8.
Is that a Hubert thing? I will ask that. Is that a Hubert Davis thing? Them not understanding the situation as they start a game? Because we've seen them in big games perform early in big games, but then they overlook other games that aren't as big, I guess. Is that coaching?
I don't think that's a Hubert thing, but I do think that last hoorah at the end of the game, we're down 7 or 8. Hubert probably is putting the fire under their ass. I'm just saying.
He cussed them out. Well,
I'm just saying he had to put a little fire under their ass because if we're down 8 and all out of nowhere, the last 3 minutes, like, oh well, come on guys, we got to play hard, and we cut it back to 1 with 20 seconds left. Why can't we do that for 40 minutes?
Right, and we haven't done it all year. We have not played a full 40-minute game.
We're a second half team. We're a second half team.
Yeah.
Unless we're just lights out like we were against like Pittsburgh the first half.
Now we've seen them play good from the beginning before against Kansas, Kentucky, Virginia.
Who was on the floor though?
Caleb.
Well, Seth Trimble was missing in some of those games in the
But
beginning.
who was on the floor?
Wilson was out there for a majority of it.
That's my point, is like we don't have a Caleb Wilson, and I'm not even talking about the athleticism part. I'm just talking about the leader and the guy that again, we've talked about it for the past 5 episodes. Like Caleb is standing on the sideline coaching and screaming as much as HD is during the game with a cast on. Like nobody else has that type of energy, passion, none of it. And that is just on the floor.
That's what he ain't coming to save us. We've got to move on past Caleb Wilson. He is not coming back.
You can't,
but you got to think.
You can't move away from a 5-star.
We have no choice. Like he's not.
You can't. It's impossible, Dez.
They've won
unless you have somebody backing him up that's going to do the same exact stuff he's doing.
Bizarre dropped 27 points in that Clemson game.
That's not him, but that's Bizarre. He has to do that in order for him to have a chance.
Thursday,
and like I told, and what did I tell y'all last episode? With Henry Bizarre being the main vocal point down there, teams are going to scheme to take him out the game and see who else is going to become a scorer.
Jaron Stevenson needs to show up.
Bizarre had 7 turnovers last game, even though he had 28 and 12. 2017. He had 7 turnovers, and all of those came off double teams.
Facts.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the smart play for them to do against this.
But they started doing it late. If someone was watching that game, if VCU pulls up the film from that game and they see, oh, he's turned the ball over the last 7 or 8 times he's been double teamed, you don't think from the jump they're going to double team him off the catch and see if somebody else can hit some shots? It's the NCAA tournament.
Michael Dane, who's the one who wanted to fire here before, now I see why. I paid $1,200 to see them play one game in the ACC tournament, and the team played like they didn't want to be there. I'm done until we have another coach. I want to ask, what seats were you sitting in? Because I had friends that bought $10 tickets that were able to watch the. What is?
Bro was trying to sit courtside, and Caleb Wilson. Why are you spending $1,200 to spend courtside?
I blame you, sir.
Yeah, that's your own fault for paying $1,200 for a ticket to watch UNC versus Clemson.
And went home and got you something to eat.
I'm not watching the Caleb Wilson-less UNC team for $1,200. You got me.
Never.
I'm trying. Where was he sitting? Like, was he on the bench? Like for Carolina? Like, what are you $1,200?
He probably had. He had all tournament tickets.
You thought Brady Manick and Caleb Love was coming back. You paid $1,200.
It wasn't just for the game. It wasn't just for the game. It was for the whole packet of tickets.
That still seems like a lot for the whole tournament or something, I guess, but. Yeah, he could have just waited outside Spectrum and just copped a ticket. Probably
I'd have came in that mug with Boston College gear on.
Why are you doing that with 1,200? Why are you doing that with a Caleb Wilson-less team, though?
I know you came in knowing he wasn't playing. Like what? We just looked defeated against Clemson. Even though V was fired up, it's not the same when Trimble was struggling.
Until the last 3 minutes, we looked defeated until the last 3 minutes of that game. I'm telling you.
And didn't he hurt his thumb the day of the game or the night before?
The night before at practice.
So they had Wilson. He hurt his thumb the day before, right? And then he got ruled out that next day.
Practice. He hurt his thumb at practice. And that's why when John Henson
they didn't rule him out until the day of the game, though, right? Like he hurt it the day before, and then he went to get it checked out the next day because it was still sore. And then they were like, "Oh, this is broken. You can't play." So they dealt with it. They played Clemson the same day. They found out that he was gone, not just for tonight, but the whole rest of the season. So they had to sit around with that. So I'm kind of all right, fine. Now they've had a week to sit on it and be like, and practice and be like, yo, he's not coming to save us.
We found out his finger was broken and wasn't playing before the Duke game.
Yeah, it was before the Duke game.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
You're right. Okay, yeah. So they've had a week. So I try to give him a pass.
Because that's what I was going to say. Imagine the faces.
You're right.
If Caleb was just able to put his jersey on. Just the presence of him. Like, he might have probably went out there and played some reserve minutes just to protect his hand or whatever, but just having him on the floor is I'm
telling you, it's just like when damn Captain America had fell down to his knees and it was over. Thanos was about to win. And then from nowhere, here comes the rest of the Avengers, Black Panther, everybody. And Caleb Wilson is all of those people. He's all of those. He's the Avengers, Black Panthers, all of that. He's everything.
Odds on him coming back next year.
Plus
25,000. Especially after this.
Plus 25,000.
I'm telling you, man. the fact that, and I will continue to say this, I will be shocked if Caleb Wilson goes to the league. And I know that he is a top 4 draft pick, but I would be more shocked that he leaves than if he stays. Because there are 4 huge things that he did not get to do. I will repeat them on this episode. 1, he did not get to play against NC State. That is huge for any Tar Heel. 2, he did not get to play in Cameron. That is huge, huge for any Tar Heel. 3, this man did not get to play in the ACC tournament. 4, this man will not play in the NCAA tournament. Those are 4 huge things that you want to do.
I can add you one more on there, Daht. He wants to be legendary. He wants his names and he wants his jersey in the Raptors.
Yeah,
At least the opportunity to put his number in the
exactly,
and not being able to finish a season, not being able to be tournament MVP or MOP. Like I'm telling you, and I know the money that he can see in the NBA is nothing even compared to a 1-year deal at Carolina. But Caleb Wilson is different. I think Caleb Wilson actually wants to be a child. He enjoys being a child, and he knows once he goes to the league, is no longer child. PJ, you can attest to this. There is a switch. When you get to the league, it's no more child. Everything is adult. Everything is grown. Everything is professional.
And he'll be 18 going. I was 21 already.
And y'all and the people act like, oh, but it's top 5. Dad, it's like, you act like he's not going to be top 5 next year. Like
he'll be number 1 next year.
Number 1 next year.
Why would he be?
We keep bringing this up with the money because I was like, yeah, it'd be alternate world. It'd be cool if he came back and everything you just mentioned, all that. But the things we keep leaving out, it's still a business. They have money allocated to other players. So like it's like a soft salary cap. They would have to go to Carolina's athletic department, like, hey, you need to up this $20 million cap that we have for basketball to $25 million so we can get Caleb Wilson back here for a year. I'm looking at the top 5 NBA rookie salaries year 1 for 2025 on average. The number 1 pick on average is anywhere from $11.5 to $12.5 million first year. Second pick, about 10 to 12. Third, 9 to 11. Fourth, 8 to 10. Fifth, 7 to 9. So let's say Caleb Wilson's the fourth pick in the draft.
10 million.
You got to come up with at least $10 million to pay him next year, just so he don't laugh at you.
I don't think you do.
Or you're asking him to take a cut early in his career financially.
I think Caleb, with the person that I think he is, that he's shown, I think he'll come out and say, I'll take a cut just so I can try to win a championship. Because I already know I'll be the number 1 pick. Because I already know I'm
and what kind of cut? Like you telling him he wouldn't take 7 M's?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
He's got to be getting at least like 6 right now.
David Glenn keeps bringing this up to me all the time. Everyone keeps forgetting by him staying a year. He's pushing his actual max contract back a year too in the NBA.
But y'all act like the man is 23 years old.
He's 18.
Like that doesn't. That doesn't
you got to factor all this stuff in too. You said all the good stuff, but we got to factor all this in too.
And look, you about to say if anything happens, I know what you're about to get to. If anything happens, he can stay 4 years and make all that money.
They wouldn't pay him as much if he's not as good, right? Like if he gets hurt or something and has to stay in college, you're not paying him top 5 money if he's not a top 5 pick anymore, right?
Somebody else will if he get hurt and he transfer.
We won't. That's what I'm saying. We won't do it. That'll be us. That'll be our fault. But I don't know, man. He didn't help. He didn't help putting it out on IG like the thought. Because if he had said
running
nothing,
back question mark. You talking about running back question?
When he did that made me mad. I was like, "Come on, man! Don't troll us."
I may not have sent him a DM.
Hey, Cooper Flag did the same thing last year.
And I may or may not have sent him a DM.
I said, "Please," with the crying eyes.
but Caleb ain't projected number 1. Coop was number 1 overall, dog.
And then he just signed for like a $40 million contract. Right, with New Balance.
But see, Duke could have matched all that if they really want to, because they're private. They don't even have to disclose what they're paying these players. That's how they got the Boozer twins. So it's like I don't know. I would love for him to come back. I'd put him with Dylan Mingo and Maximo Adams and Derek Dixon another year at point guard.
And Vassar come back.
Vassar come back too. Run the whole thing.
Now Dixon can run the 2, Mingo to 1, ain't it?
Yeah.
So the only reason I think Henry would leave. His stock's not going to get any higher.
Who? Vassar? He said.
Yeah, I don't think his stock
kind of dropping a little bit since.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't think his stock will get any higher because with Caleb there, really, like I get them like the two-headed monster. I get that, but with Caleb there, he's not going to be the star, so his stock's going to drop a little more. Now I felt like with that 28-17 game, if he goes in the tournament and he averages 20 and 15, something around there, get on.
He can have a little stretch here and more, and that's what I'm saying.
You get what I'm saying? Like
someone's going to step up.
This tournament will determine if a lot of people are going anywhere.
Yeah, this tournament will build your star, your star resume for the NBA. Some people get drafted just off of what they did in the next 3 weeks. Forget what the regular season, like, because now the whole nation's watching you. And if Vassar,
y'all remember Otto Porter?
Yes.
Yep.
Otto Porter was in my class. He wasn't even ranked. And they ended up calling him to play in the Jordan game, and he wasn't even ranked. Otto Porter ended up being a 3rd pick in the draft.
Yep. Off of a little run in March. Who did he play? Georgetown?
He played at Georgetown for 1 year.
Yeah. See, like that's all it takes. That's all it takes. And I'm just like, that's why I'm like, I can't subscribe to the we're done thing, because I know there's not as much talent as we would have had with Caleb Wilson on the roster, but there is still plenty of talent on this roster to stick around through this upcoming weekend. Like I had already said when Wilson got hurt for the rest of the season, and we said ceiling, Sweet 16 sounds about right for this team. And then the stat that we had before, all the undefeated Carolina home teams, like what they did or whatever, the lowest they were Elite 8 in all of those. Like the rest of them were natty, Elite 8. Like they're not making it to Elite. If they get to Elite 8, that means they beat who's the other team in their bracket? Down below them, it's in the South.
Don't we get Illinois? If we
it'll be Illinois. They would have to beat Illinois and then probably Houston just to get to the Final Four.
Boy, bye.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, Sweet 16 sounds about right.
I think we might have.
I don't see us getting Illinois.
I would be pleasantly surprised if they beat Illinois.
But Illinois also has a lottery pick. They have 2 lottery picks, I think, on their team. One is a freshman.
I mean, the bracket's let me just pull up the bracket.
I don't even see us getting to Illinois, if I'm being completely honest, guys.
You don't think we're gonna beat VCU, bro?
You think they're losing to VCU?
Yeah.
It's a part of me that feels like that, only because I feel like VCU's gonna come out and kick us in the mouth.
Yeah.
See, and it goes back to which Carolina team shows up. If the Carolina team shows up that's confident, they can beat anybody.
If we decide to be a second half team on Thursday, we'll be down.
Can't do that in March. Like not against these teams. These 11 seeds typically defeat these 6 seeds anyway, don't they? Feels like when I'm picking my bracket, I always pick at least 2 of them to upset. So it's like,
as a matter of fact, the last one I seen, the one I remember, I think it was right after I left school when I was in the D League, when Northern Iowa hit that half court jumper against Texas, and Texas was real good that year.
Mm-hmm.
And they were 11 seed, but I think Texas was like a 3. They ended up playing the next round. But I'm just saying, like,
I think I would just rather Carolina prove me wrong than to give them the power to let me down.
Yeah.
See, you don't want to get hurt. That's what
you dig what I'm saying. Like I'd rather go in. I'd rather go in like, damn, they beat VCU. I was not expecting that.
So you're cool with being wrong. You're cool with being wrong.
VCU.
Right. Yeah, he's cool with being wrong with it.
So you're cool with being wrong because
if it means they win.
If it happens, you'll be like, all right.
I understand the logic. I don't agree with it, but I understand the logic.
And I need you to understand, though, that's my logic all the time.
I get it.
You gotta think that I think the worst. That's me as a person. Not even.
Well, you've been through a lot, man.
I gotta get y'all more optimistic, bro. I gotta get y'all more optimistic in life.
Like,
hey, maybe we don't believe in Hills Hoop.
I can pull out my driveway right now and be like, oh shit, my tire might bust. Like, I don't look, bro. That's just how I think. Bro.
Y'all give me some words of positivity in the mailbag or something. Like, help me out here. I feel like I'm the only one. I'm like, yo, it's Monday. We just survived a tornado warning like an hour ago. Like we still here bright and early doing the show. Like we didn't even mention it. Like people. Oh man, y'all come on, y'all. I need some help. Somebody help me. Somebody help me with this. I'm looking at some comments.
It's real cold on that island by yourself.
It is. It's shivering. It's shivering over. I'm like, yo, I thought we was all over here together. Everybody took the rap and left me.
What did they say? The intrusive thoughts take over.
Brandon McClain. There was another pod that mentioned how Duke has an entire analytics team behind their bench calling out the other team's plays to Duke when they're on defense. UNC is behind the 8 ball.
That's
I
what
can
those
see that.
iPads are for. We did that when I was playing. We didn't have the whole iPads on the sideline thing. We had film. So if you watch film, you can see the plays they're running, and you can look at the film, and you can tell by the hand gestures and what the signals are.
Man, we
Because
got that
that
in high
work
school
game.
football.
Because we did the same thing to Duke. When Duke ran certain plays, we saw Quinn Cook or somebody come down, hold the hand up. We yell it back to everybody else, so everybody else be on the same page.
We got that East Forsyth. We got that in high school football. They got a
I
whole
was about to say, like
drum
calling
thing
out the
going on
other
over there.
team's plays isn't as forward thinking as that person in the mailbag just suggested.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
it's the norm now.
Doing,
Yeah, it's the norm now. Like dudes in the league are literally on cell phones looking at things.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to find some of them UNC fans were toxic towards Elliott and Caleb Love, like we mentioned earlier.
Hey, shout out to Caleb Love too, man. I just wanted to say him and RJ had a daggone. Y'all asked me how did they final stats look. Caleb and RJ played against each other in the G League. RJ finished with 24, 6, and 4. Caleb finished with 25, 7, and 4.
Yo,
Ain't that
we not win a natty with both of them in our backcourt.
Did they shake hands after the game?
I don't know. I would love to know. We didn't win a natty with them in the backcourt because some kind of way we let our foot off the gas in the second half against Kansas.
No, I remember why Baycott was hurt.
I'll go cry.
Baycott got hurt. We were playing with 5.5 players.
Cry right now.
I will cry right now because of that game. I will cry right now
Up 16.
I was talking. So if y'all could have seen the words and the stuff that was just coming out of my mouth at halftime of that game.
PJ, I was there. I was there.
Yeah.
I was in New Orleans. I'm telling you. I remember Theo Pinson and Marcus Ginyard walking up to me in the concourse area where I was around a bunch of wealthy white people. And they said to me, where do you place this team in the national championship rankings? And I remember saying to Theo, they're better than y'all's team, but they're not better than Marcus Ginyard's team. And Marcus and Theo started arguing, the three of us started arguing, and we just started talking about where would you rank the Iron Five in the rankings hierarchy of the Carolina National Championship team.
If they had won a national championship?
No. That's the conversation we were having at halftime as if they were about to win it and it was over. You dig what I'm saying? Like, that's how we were talking. Like, we had already won at halftime. Like, it was, where do you rank this team? Like, how good are they? And then to go out there in the second half and lose.
I was calling Duke fans everything but the child of God.
I couldn't even put them top 4 in terms of like champion teams from Carolina if they had won. Like, I can't put them above 82. I can't put them above 2017. I can't put them above 09 or 05. Like,
they're
honestly,
they're definitely above 17.
How?
Because you talk about a team where nobody expected it. Like, people always say that 2017 nobody expected it, but that was bizarre to me.
No,
that 2017 team was good as hell.
That was a redemption team,
and that was redemption team.
Yeah, everybody expected to get back. Yeah, they had
no, they did not. No, they did not, because they said we had lost too much that year by us losing Marcus Page and losing somebody else.
Bryce Johnson.
Yes, they said we did not have enough, yo. And I remember that year because I was heavily with Theo and JB. I hosted one of their parties that year. I was like, this team is arguably better than last year's team. Why do they think that we could win it this year? But like, I'm telling you, if you go back in time, nobody was expecting us to win it. That's why it was the redemption thing. But
I don't remember it like that. I remember it like us expecting to get. I remember the whole season being a business trip. Like, they were determined to get back to. Now maybe the outside world didn't think they could.
That's what I'm talking about. But no, I'm talking about outside world.
The Heels fans, like, we were
even with the Iron Five. With the Iron Five, it was like they don't even have a bench. Like,
that was just a ride. Like, that was that whole thing.
If you ever go watch the highlight reels from that season, the very beginning starts off with Roy telling them, I'm looking at a national. I'm looking at a national championship team. He tells.
That's one of my favorite videos
like
on YouTube.
The very first practice.
Yeah,
like
it's the 2017 Carolina national champion. Carolina's basketball department put it out.
He looks at all of them. Literally, the first practice is like, I'm looking at a national championship.
We have enough in this room to win a national championship. And then
how many times do you think he said that? Do you think that was just that team? He said
that every year.
He said it to us too. The year we were supposed to win it. Yeah, he said it to us too.
Y'all did have enough to win. Like, I think he only said it when he was being like. I don't think Hubert said it to this team this year. Like, I don't Maybe he did actually at the very beginning when they're all healthy. I don't know. He might have. I was calling him a top 5 team.
He didn't say it my sophomore year now. But.
You guys are gonna be pretty good.
All right. Hey, we're gonna do the best we can out here, guys.
So run these swimmers. Let's go. Let me pull back up the bracket again because I wanted to look at Carolina's end here. They play VCU. They got the times out now, so it's 6:50 p.m. tip off Thursday. So that'll start off the night stuff in Greenville. I want to say Duke is in Greenville too. The pods or whatever. So Duke's playing Siena at 2:50 on Thursday. Yeah, they are. They're I believe they're
Siena showed me something.
So Duke and Siena is there.
Hey,
I wanted to point out some of the other ACC teams.
What would y'all do if Siena went and did some crazy stuff?
Oh, don't you start.
What would y'all do?
I will be a menace on social media if that goes down. Duke can't be hot. Like if that happens, like that, bro. Y'all haven't seen Petty Dez? Y'all haven't seen Petty Dez on social media.
I'm posting straight Siena mascots.
I'll walk the Siena
I'm
hoodie.
I'm posting Siena dorm rooms. All
So looking at the other ACC teams that are in here, and I thought about it too when I was watching last night. I think we helped NC State get in this tournament by them beating us. Probably. I think that was their main biggest victory.
They're in the play-in.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I think we got them in by beating us.
Who do they play in that play-in?
I hope Texas. They play Howard.
Texas.
Oh, damn.
They might take it L.
Who does Howard play? I know Howard play tomorrow, I think.
Howard.
Who they?
Big shout out to the Howard Bison, man.
Are they 16 seed? They gotta be, right?
Yeah, they're 16.
I think they're on the play-in.
I don't even see.
I saw it. I can't remember who.
Oh, here it is. They play Michigan, or they got to play Maryland, Baltimore County, or whatever that is.
Yeah.
UMBC, and then they got to play. The winner of Michigan on Thursday at 7:00.
So either one of those teams got. Yeah, I'm about to say either one of those teams got 1 or 2 games left.
Yeah,
they had a good run.
I was looking at some of the other ACC schools that got in. Shout out to High Point. They're a 12 seed. They've only lost like 4 games.
They're good. They got a chance to upset. Who did they play?
Wisconsin. That's a 5-12.
Yeah,
I might pick High Point on that.
I might pick their points. I don't know about picking them.
On that. Miami's a 7 seed. They got Missouri a 10 seed. That is Friday at 10 p.m. in the West region.
I have Miami getting to the Elite
8. The Elite 8.
I don't trust Purdue, the 2 seed over there.
I have Miami because Miami's their
Purdue just won their freaking conference.
I know they beat Michigan.
Miami matches up well with Purdue their size. Miami's huge. Paul
Gonzaga, BYU over there too. Ooh, State. So State beats Texas in that play-in on I think tomorrow. The winner will play BYU and AJ DeBonsa.
The monster.
You
know what I heard AJ DeBonsa saying, like, and it really pissed me off. He was in an interview and they were saying, how do you dang on, have fun in March Madness, And he basically was saying, like, well, as long as, I can keep that intensity and, and not be lazy and just come out and play. And I'm sitting there like, this is debatable, the number 1 overall draft pick, talking about he got to keep himself up so he can play.
Be lazy.
Yeah, like what? Like,
don't say those thoughts out loud, AJ.
AJ, what are you?
But did you see his other interview when he said he's got to make the best of this because he only gets 1 chance. So he said in order for him to win a national championship, he has to go win 6 in a row. Did you see him say that?
That brother ain't going back to the state of Utah next year. Like it ain't happening. The fact they got him there for a year was fascinating in itself.
Because he should have been in Chapel Hill, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
We got outbid. We got outbid.
Can you imagine him and Caleb?
No.
I can't actually. I can't.
No, I can't. I really can't. I literally cannot.
I would have got a hotel in Chapel Hill for the rest of the season.
I would have slept in the Ding Dong. I would have slept in the Ding Dong in one of the bathrooms.
They probably
don't want me in the Ding Dong. So
the Houston Rockets, when they had the Twin Towers, Akeem Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson at the same time, like that kind of like.
Right.
Louisville's got South Florida Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Louisville's a sneaky team.
South Florida's good too, though.
Yeah. I
watched them play yesterday. They're good too.
Duke got Siena. I ain't worried about Duke.
I can't believe y'all said Duke got an easy bracket, man. Y'all bugging.
Well, let me look at this real quick. So
Duke, they lost 2 games all year by what? 4 points?
Yep. And I
I
thought
don't
they were
see
going to get
nobody.
called. I thought they were called in the ACC tournament, and they never did. Like they shout out to Duke because every time I was like, okay, Virginia about to catch them, and then
Look,
they just held on,
yeah, I don't see if Duke wins. I don't see Ohio State or TCU beating them.
right?
Then
And
if
then
they
Let's
beat
go
them,
Puff. Let's go Puff in Ohio State. But no, not a chance.
Probably
But
St.
I
John's
don't-
versus Kansas to that round of 32. So that'll
Yeah.
be Patino versus Bill
So-
Self.
so it'd be Duke, Kansas, Sweet 16.
and I love that.
That sounds
See,
like a good time.
that would be a
Actually.
good one.
Yeah,
That would be a good one.
'Cause Darren
Peterson
Peters is gonna
versus
play for that one, dog.
yeah,
Oh,
he'll be
yeah.
there for that.
He's gonna play, and they go and Dame Sarr is guarding him the whole game. You better.
But
The
don't sleep on St. John's either, though, man. Patino got them boys rolling, dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the
They
year, they started rolling.
They
Yeah,
not around and get past Kansas. They gonna cause fits for Duke.
And Jackson was a name.
Duke
kept
don't have
popping
because
this
Duke's
weekend.
point guard issue is their problem. Even though Caden Boozer is playing well these last couple of games, he got some confidence in the ACC tournament. The way that
He was-
press the damn Patino and them run out there, man, like
Mhm. Yep.
woo.
it's a lot. It's a lot that matters for Duke in this tournament because Slim has to play well in order for them to do good too.
6
If
games.
he plays well, like he did
Yes.
in the ACC
So,
tournament.
yeah, he has to play good. Him
He got to,
and Cam Boozer are the guys. Like they
Yeah.
have to combine for like 50 points, 50, 60
Did y'all
points a
see him?
game.
Y'all see him slap the floor?
Yes, pissed me
We
off.
just talked about it. It was like when was the last time they slapped the floor? And then they
And I thought about that.
they-
The last time they slapped the floor on me, I scored on them. So it didn't
No,
bother me none.
shout out to Vashti Hurt and Carolina Blitz because she asked them this in the post game. She was like, "I wanted to ask y'all about slapping the floor because it was coordinated. Like it was literally like
Yeah, you could
they
tell.
all did it together." Because I saw it in the corner of my eye. I was watching it. I was like, "They just slapped the floor. They did just slap the floor." And then they went to a commercial break or
You
whatever.
think they huddled it like the free throw line and said, "Hey guys, just slap the floor."
Well,
next time we
she
score."
asked them, and Isaiah was like, "Yeah, that one was coordinated. The last time we did it, it wasn't coordinated, so it looked all crazy." He was like, "I actually lost my man on defense. He was running behind me. I had to go chase after him. I caught him though." But she was like, "Yeah." And Cam Boozer was like, "I want to know how Carolina Blitz has all this stuff on their page. Like, y'all got all these extra little things and stuff that nobody else has." I know Vashti; she's fantastic at what she does. Shout out to her. She's everywhere. I think she was just the combine like last week. So like
Right.
her
Well, no,
and her team, they do excellent work down in Charlotte.
Duke's gonna need that third score. Like we were questioning ourselves about at the beginning of the year.
I think it's Sarr.
Yeah, it could be, but he's gonna be having to guard the best player every game.
I'm about to say he's set
Yeah.
for them.
It's,
He's gonna have to play
it's
that.
it's the NCAA tournament. He's gonna have to guard even Sienna. He's gonna have to guard the best player.
Yeah, he seems like he's got it though. And Malik Brown, like I said, Malik Brown's one of the best defenders in the country. You got Malik Brown and the paint defending at elite level, and Dame Sarr at the perimeter guarding at the elite level. The rest of them aren't slouches. They are, when they lock in, they are the best defensive team in the country. Like from
and
what I've seen.
and I hate it so bad, but that's
Me too.
That's the great thing about them. They can beat you on defense or they can beat you on offense.
They grinded down. They don't want to run. They want a 69 to 65 type game where they can set up half court and just pound it in.
Low scoring games, they don't let you score. It'll be 50-40 at the end of the game. Like,
That's what
if
you
they
got
can
to
win
do.
like that, they would.
You got to speed them up. You got to speed them up and get them out of their comfort zone.
That or hit shots. If you don't hit shots against Duke, you rarely have. You don't have a chance to win if you don't hit shots because 9 times out of 10 they're going to go down, give Cam Boozer the ball, they're going to score.
So you were talking about Duke's bracket. I mean, they did mention in this bracket there's 31 national championships in it, counting Duke, Kansas,
Michigan
Louisville,
State,
Michigan State, UCLA, UConn. Yeah, it's kind of.
But some of them
UCLA
cancel each other out. Like UCLA, UConn gonna cancel each other out.
Right.
Michigan State and Louisville cancel each other out.
That's
but I
the
can
thing.
see
They don't have the
Michigan
playoffs.
and UCLA or Michigan, UConn. You dig what I'm saying?
Let me
Like,
get down here to this.
I'm gonna just be real.
Duke
Duke beat the other team that's projected to win it this year. That's why I say that bracket is. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's fairly easy.
It's fair.
They,
I mean,
they beat Michigan and they played horrible. You gotta think about that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they beat Michigan and played horrible. Michigan played horrible too. Now,
but
what did I say? In order for Michigan to beat them, they had to hit shots. They shot like 3 for like 20 something from 3.
Yep. So I mean,
so that just goes to prove my point. Like,
sit down at the bottom. So in Carolina's bracket in the South, honestly, there's some squads in there. Houston's the 2, Illinois is the 3. Nebraska actually was in the top 10 for most of the early part of the year.
Nebraska ain't never won a damn NCAA March Madness game.
No, what they might lose. They might lose to Troy.
Wow.
They're looking for their first NCAA March Madness win,
and they might lose to Troy.
Clemson's interesting. And then Florida's the defending national champion.
right?
So I mean, so you got that, and then on the other side, is there any other? Virginia's the 3 in the Midwest. Watch out for them. I think they could actually sneak around and get to the Elite 8 or so. Because just looking at who they got in front of them, you might have Virginia versus SMU in the second round. You have some ACC action going on right there. Kentucky's the 7 over there.
I actually picked Kentucky to get upset. Not even gonna lie to you.
First round,
not first game, but second. I don't think they make it out the first weekend.
I picked them first round. I picked them to take an L first round.
To Santa Clara?
Yes, Santa Clara is good. Have you watched them play?
No, PJ.
No.
Why would I watch Santa Clara play? You're just a junkie, PJ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I sit and watch basketball. Relax.
PJ like Josh Graham. PJ like Josh Graham. Y'all be watching.
They're pretty good. Have you seen them play? Why?
He'll be watching at 3 in the morning.
Santa Clara won like 26, 27 games this year. Like they're good. Like
that's why I need help with my brackets. Like tomorrow on my show, I'm using people to help me. Like David Glenn, Connor O'Neill, and Ryan Stone are going to come in and help me pick my ESPN bracket. That's the whole show. We're just going to sit and go through these brackets, try to pick them out because they've actually seen way more of these teams than I have. So
do y'all think
tomorrow live?
Do y'all think Kentucky is better than Gonzaga?
I haven't seen Gonzaga all year. I know they're doing Gonzaga things.
Okay, put it like this: Gonzaga's a 3 seed. They normally in there somewhere every year.
Yeah.
Because I mean, of course, their conference is weaker than most, but Santa Clara beat Gonzaga at the end of the regular season this year, and fairly easy. So it's just like Santa Clara is one of them teams. Like you let them get hot, because they have a stretch 4, they have a stretch 5. They got guys that can shoot the ball. They got guys that can create off the dribble.
So who do y'all got for your Final Four? Like just off the top of the dome right now. You just going chalk?
Michigan, Duke, Houston, Florida.
I think I had.
You can't have Houston and Florida. Houston and Florida both in the South.
God dang it. Michigan,
Florida's
Duke.
the 1 and Houston's the 2.
Michigan, Duke, Florida. And then I got to go in there right. Michigan's there. Duke is there. Florida. What's in that region up there that I'm missing?
The West. Arizona's the 1. Purdue's the 2. And
I'm gonna go
Gonzaga's the 3.
because even though I know that can't happen like that. I think I just picked all 4 number 1s, and I know that's not gonna happen.
Didn't that happen last year?
Yeah, it happened last year.
It don't happen very often, but more often than not, it's 1 and 2s to get there. Like more often than not,
I'm gonna go Houston, Purdue, Michigan, Duke.
Houston, Purdue, Michigan. Oh wow, you got Purdue coming out of the Midwest. Oh wait,
I like
Purdue.
Where are they? Hold on, I'm sorry. Yeah,
they are
Purdue's in the West. You said Michigan,
Purdue, Houston, and Duke.
Okay. I think I said Arizona, Michigan, Duke, and Houston. Is that what I said? I think that's what I said.
So you got 3
no Florida for you either.
No Florida.
We disrespectful to Florida.
I think Houston will beat Florida if they see each other in the Elite.
Really?
I think Houston will beat them. Yeah.
I just like Kingston Fleming, man. Like I'm just a Kingston Fleming stud.
And then Xavier, what's the name? The Florida's point guard, Xavier Lee. He can't guard. I
hope Michigan has to play Arkansas though, because I want to see Acuff against Michigan.
Where is Arkansas? Arkansas is if they see each other, it'd be in the Final Four.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. No. It'll be an Elite 8, wouldn't it?
No, Arkansas is in the West. What was that team you said? Michigan. Yeah, Michigan's the 1 seed in the Midwest.
Question. Do y'all think Acuff has like a legitimate argument to try to be like a top 3 pick?
Bro, I think so. Buckets, dog.
Acuff. Darius Acuff.
Darius Acuff for Arkansas.
I was watching Kendrick Perkins talk the other day. Yeah, I was listening to Kendrick Perkins talk the other day. He's the best guard by numbers that Calipari's ever had. He's the best. He averages 20. He averages like 22, 5, and 6. Like he's the dude's nice.
I don't know. I thought the top 3 were kind of locked with AJ, Peterson, and then either.
But
Cam
those
Boozer
are that's a 6'8" 3-man. That's 2 forwards, and you got Kingston Fleming at 5. So why can't Acuff? That's a point guard, a scoring point guard at that. The NBA loves the scoring point guard.
It depends on the draft, man. For real.
I think they should stop drafting off potential and just draft off what they really need.
Right.
Because if you draft Cam Boozer to Washington, or if you draft him to somewhere where it's already bigs at, are you just going? If you draft him to Washington, you're gonna just
You
get rid
just
of
stockpiling. Yeah.
Yeah,
He needs
because
to go
now
to
it's
someplace almost like Dallas, like where he doesn't have to be.
this gonna sound crazy. I said Boozer could go to OKC.
They got the picks too. I'll be surprised if he
And
did.
that's what I'm saying. Like they got the picks. If and it probably won't
What
happen.
you do with
But
Chet?
what you mean?
You start him beside Chet?
Yeah, get rid of Hartenstein.
Because
Because now you got two bigs that can stretch the floor, play defense, and block shots. And you can rotate them. You could put Chet at the 5 some games. You could put Boozer at the 5.
Boozer not blocking those shots.
Might not, but he's out
he can
there.
take up space. He can take up space.
He's
he
still
can.
he's still 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah,
and he's 260. Like,
I'm gonna tell you why I like Duke
underestimated
chances.
Cam Boozer. I ain't gonna lie. I underestimated him from coming in. I was like, he can't be this good. And then I've watched him now, and I'm like, he still don't really feel like he's that good. And then you see the box score at the end. He's like,
that's because his game is boring. It's just
It's Tyler Hansbrough. You called it.
Yeah. He's an athletic, more athletic.
His game is just boring. That's all it is. But he gets it done.
He's efficient as hell, man, and like he's nonstop. Yeah. But like that's why I like Duke's chances of making a run for this natty, man, because even though they lost Caleb Foster, and at first I was like, they done, no point guard, it's a wrap. They've given the other Boozer brothers so much confidence, dog.
Man, and now I just asked y'all last week, what does Caden Boozer do? That was my question to y'all. Like, what does he do?
What did I tell you? I said it all depends on this postseason run for them.
Because I was like, I don't know what he does. Like, what does he do?
But I also told Daht yesterday, it scares me for him to be the starting point guard because when he gets tired, now Cam Boozer's the backup point guard. Or if he gets a foul trouble, Cam Boozer's the backup point guard. And if you go back to that game that they just won against Virginia, Cam Boozer was exhausted because he was playing point guard the whole second half and he missed them 2 free throws. You remember that?
Yeah. That almost cost him. But then Buddy came down and missed the front end of the 1-and-1.
Exactly. So that's what scares me the most about
I'm with Duke. Brandon, dog. That Duke bracket is tough as nails, dog.
You can say that, but they're 30-2. In the 2 games they lost by 4 points.
They're the bully in that bracket.
They're the best team in the country, no doubt about it. But to act like they don't have a tough bracket, that's wrong. That's inaccurate.
All the brackets
like y'all said, it's tough to the outside world. I bet they're looking at it like we can get through this.
They don't have to play all those teams. They probably have to play 2 of them.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's no telling.
Like your first weekend, you're gonna have to play. Well, no, not your first weekend. First weekend, but Sweet 16, by the time you get to Sweet 16, it's a gauntlet for y'all, dude.
They'll have to play either St. John's or Kansas, unless there's upsets. And that's
what I'm about to say. You don't even know who's going to get upset yet.
Yeah. It's going to be wild. Like, we've been waiting on this since we realized how good this freshman class was. Like, man, March Madness is going to be nuts. I don't know how to do my bracket because there's like 16 teams that wouldn't surprise me to make it to the Final Four. And I can't think of a year where it was that many where I'm like, that kid got hot or they got lucky in that bracket. Some teams fell. Like we just did this in 2022 or whatever year it was when we went to the Final Four where Kentucky lost early. We caught kind of a break there and it just lined up. So like, I don't know. I still don't know exactly who I'm picking for my Final Four yet. I will do that live tomorrow at 12:30 on Tobacco Road Sports Radio. I do know one thing. I do not want John Shire, as much flowers I've given him this year, I do not want him to win a national championship before Hubert Davis. I know that. So because then that's a whole other social media argument that I don't want to have for like an off season because I feel like we kind of have the upper hand still because that Final Four win and everything else. They're catching up to us. They're getting back on their P's and Q's, talking trash. But if Shire goes through this season, didn't go in the portal, elevated 3 bench players to start, brings in the Boozer twins, wins the ACC running away, loses 2 games total, wins the national championship,
and coach of the year.
And national coach of the year.
And you got the national player of the year.
Probably the defensive player of the year.
In the ACC, the nation, and you got the defensive player of the year.
Won the regular season and the tournament with a depleted squad at that point. Like,
I mean, you got to get Shia his props though, man. Like,
damn.
I heard Gumbo coming back though.
I've heard that too.
In the tournament?
Yeah.
I heard
that before Foster. Foster got a fractured foot. I can't see him back.
I wouldn't.
He's done.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, for Caleb, man. Big shout to Caleb Foster, 704, man. Big shout.
I'm about to say North Carolina dude.
Two quick housekeeping things before we get out of here, though.
God dang it, we forgot Prize Picks. I mean, FanDuel. Fine, FanDuel. I'm sorry, FanDuel.
I'm always getting them at the end, and I need to put them in the middle somewhere. Let me get the FanDuel in just a second. But our favorite that we caught on a couple weeks back, Deontay Neal. Shout out to the Reidsville Rams who fell short in their state championship run this past weekend in Joel and Winston. But Deontay Neal, if I'm not mistaken, was voted the Gatorade North Carolina Player of the Year. Mike Jones. Mike Jones was told he was not going to be back at UNCG as head basketball coach.
2-1, 3-3.
About a day later, Deontay Neal decommitted from UNCG. So we at Bleav in Panthers are starting this push for Hubert and company to take a look at our friend Deontay Neal down here in Reidsville, the two-time
Gatorade North Carolina Player of the Year, dog.
Point guard, dog, bucket, 40-point.
IQ.
Like, carry spot 9.
He 40 by Jamal, kid. He 40 by Jamal, kid.
Do you know, like, that'll be so tough. He comes in and backs up Derek Dixon.
What? So it'd be that spark.
Nobody's telling you to bring him in and start him. Give him a chance.
Just give him a roster,
eventually, though.
Because he's that type of dude. He's gonna fight to get in that rotation. Like that's what we need. But we need those dogs.
If people really don't, I think people don't really understand the magnitude of how good he is for real, and not even on just the offensive side of the ball. The man averages 8 steals,
and he said he's gonna be open for basketball and football. So Bill Belichick, if you are listening, you could use Deontay Neal in your secondary. You could use Deontay Neal as a wide receiver.
As a Wes Welker. Like, who would? Like, that's exactly how you use Deontay Neal.
In the slot. Like, what are we doing? Like, we should have already had him signed at Carolina. Like, I don't even understand why we're not looking at him. So we're going to talk this into existence. Deontay Neal is going to be a Tar Heel. Like, we're going to try to figure this out. I hope he wants to be a Tar Heel. So, like, that part. I hope we're just trying to push him to a place he might not even want him to go.
They're going to mess around and he's going to end up over there at Duke. And they just won. They just won an ACC championship in football and basketball. Be clear.
He seems like the type that would, not him, but it seems like the situation he would end up at NC State. Honestly,
Duke has already offered him a football scholarship. They offered him before the UNCG ever even came in the picture.
Damn it!
Like it's on his Instagram. It's like it's on his Instagram. It's one of the pinned posts. Duke
just lost Quayshawn Brown to VTech.
They did. He can slide right in freshman year and just go. Wow. Did we just convince ourselves?
Did we just put that man in a Duke jersey?
Oh no.
And Deontay, Deontay, you can't have Deontay without a D on your chest.
And then,
did we even offer him anything? Have we talked to him? I don't even think we've offered him.
Not even a phone.
No, I know that when they were recruiting Kendra Harrison, when they was recruiting him heavy, they was bringing Kendra and Deontay over there for football. You know what I mean? Like, so I remember he was taking some trips over there. But I don't know if they actually gave him an O. They couldn't have given him an O. It'll be on this social somewhere.
I saw both of them at the beginning of football season in August. Walkertown actually held media day for their whole conference. So like all the schools came in. So Reidsville came in with like 4 or 5 players, and Deontay was there, and Kendra was there. And we sat and we recorded a little thing with him and me and like the 5 other players talking about their futures or whatever. This is before I think it was before he even signed with UNCG. And they were still, up in the air. And I was joking with DeAndre, man, why ain't you come to Carolina? Like, you don't want to go cross country. Why are you going to Oregon?
Oh,
like,
Kendra.
I was like, why are you doing this, man? Come over here and play at home. But Deontay, I remember sitting there with him, talking to him, like, what are you looking for? That kind of thing. And he was like, he just wants to have a shot. He just wants to have a chance to play, like, regardless of whatever it is. He felt like he kind of understood the system and everything. So maybe we can get him to get over here and join everybody else.
Jesus, you could have just made him 6'3".
Right.
A little bit taller. Just
genetics is an MF, boy.
But that heart makes him play like he's 6'3", 6'4". So
I was about to say,
we need that spark coming off the bench, especially. So on a good note, Daht, Winston-Salem State University, the Lady Rams, I didn't realize they was 20-something and 3 or whatever it is. I heard smoking folks. Like
last year we were 7-20. We finished the season 7-20 last year.
Was this the coach last year?
No, we had a different coach last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
New coach comes in this year, brings what's my girl name? Nevaeh Farmer and a bunch of players from V State, and Coach Tiara Rudd, aka Tierra Terry, Coach Terry, man, won the CIAA championship, very first CIAA championship win. Then won 2 rounds in the damn NCAA D2 tournament. Play tonight at 7:00 against the number 1 overall seed. We win tonight. We go to the Elite 8 for the first time in history. We're having a watch party. If you're in Charlotte, we're having a watch party at the spot called The Bottom Half. I've never been there, but I'm going to be there tonight. The Bottom Half. We're going to be there from 6 to 9 watching our Lady Rams, man. Like, I'm talking about, like, this is a fine time to be a Ram, man. Like, we are so effing lit right now.
You can actually watch it online, too. So if you're not in the Charlotte area, you can actually go to NCAA.com, go to the Division II tab, and it should pop up in there. I went to go look at it earlier to see how you can watch it online, and it's there. You got to put in your email or whatever, but it's a free account. You don't have to pay for anything. So definitely check that out over there. Please. Depending on what happens this weekend, I mean, if they lose Thursday, you might see us Friday. I don't know. I'm not really sure. If not, we might just let the weekend ride and get to about this time next week. And hopefully we're talking about the Hills in a Sweet 16 appearance, trying to push forward against whoever. There's going to be a lot of upsets. Again, on my show tomorrow at 12:30 live, David Glenn from the North Carolina Sports Network and Connor O'Neill from Deacons and Devils Illustrated, they're going to help me pick out part of a bracket. And then Ryan Stone is going to help me pick out the other half live on the show. We're just going to run through them all and pick them then. But I think we hit everything here. Other than somebody said something up here earlier about Neil, but I can't find where it is now. But hopefully Duke loses first round. And I mean, that's just wishful thinking at this point. Like, I don't know what's going to stop Death Star Duke at this point. So
we got to just call Lehigh or something.
Right, Mercer. Lord have mercy.
Look, Mercer, Lehigh, they've had a couple of early exits when we didn't expect it too. So,
but Lehigh and Mercer was horrible because that was in Raleigh, bro.
One of those was Greensboro.
Yeah,
one of those joints was Greensboro.
Lehigh was in Greensboro.
Yeah, Mercer was Raleigh.
That was CJ McCollum, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was at that. Yeah. I was at that game. So yeah.
That was the one where the white kid hit the nene at the end.
Yeah, hit the nene on them boys.
I was like, yo, this is great. I was like, let that be Carolina losing a second round game in Greensboro.
Was that
in Greensboro?
Greensboro. Y'all lost
Lehigh was when Austin Rivers was there, so that was the year of the shot. So I was so happy when they lost.
2011. Yeah, that was 2011. Yep.
That was in Raleigh too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. No. That was the Lehigh game. That was in Greensboro.
Yeah.
The Mercer game, I think, was in Raleigh. That was 15 when they beat Quinn and them, I think.
Yeah, Duke was a 2 seed when they lost to Lehigh. Yeah, because Lehigh was the 15. And that was a first round game. And that was in Greensboro. I was like, Carolina would never. Carolina would never lose.
You got to be serious Lehigh to think that Carolina.
Greensboro, Charlotte, PNC. I don't care. If Carolina has a first and second round game in the state of North Carolina, they're going to the Sweet 16. Like, it just. That's the only reason why I feel okay about I'm going to Greenville, because it's like
we played in Greensboro too. Even like when Kendall was hurt, because remember we played who we played first round. I think we played we played Vermont in the first round. And we played Creighton with Doug McDermott. And then that's when they were they were hacking. That's when they were hacking at John Henson's arm.
Yes, I remember that game. I was getting mad at home, like stop hitting my boy.
Because the dude pushed Kendall out in the air, and then like. I want to say it was the next half. The dude realized John was going up, but you can see it on the highlight. Like if you watch the game, you can see the dude just hitting his wrist. Like I'm like, bro. Like
I was at that game, man. The game when damn Kendall got pushed out of the air in Greensboro, I was there.
I said this. Look, I said this. If we could get Juke from Wake Forest next year,
we're gonna leave it on that note because we causing some controversy here. Need to get Juke from Wake Forest.
That boy need to be somewhere he can win because that boy can score that ball.
Shout out to Steve Forbes and Nick Forrest.
I think Juke could go somewhere like Kansas.
Yeah, I don't think he'll stay in the ACC if he stay.
I think he'll go to Kansas, especially if Darren Peterson leaves and he can go there and get all the shots.
Ooh, yeah. All right, so we're gonna stop it right here. Shout out to everybody that came in today to watch. Pretty good crowd in here. Shout out to the regulars during the mailbox. Everybody pray for our Hills. Like we going through it this year, y'all. Let's. I don't want it to end. I don't want the season to end like in 3 days. Like let's stretch this out a little bit. Let's just see what happens.
Praying for Hills hoops. We've changed the name of the podcast for March Madness to Praying for Heels Hoops.
Praying for Heels Hoops. We gotta make that a hashtag there because that's what we're going to it. All right, we got to get out of here. Oh, FanDuel. Go to FanDuel. You got like literally, I think I don't know if it cuts off for the plan or if it don't start till actually Thursday, but you still can go in there and actually make bids on who's going to make the national championship. I think Michigan overtook the odds. It was Duke. They might have gone back now if they won the ACC tournament, but it was Michigan and Duke were 1 and 2. Then it was like Arizona, Houston, and a couple others with the best odds to actually make the national championship game. That's still there. You can go to FanDuel's site. It's sportsbook.fanduel.com. Go to the NCAA tab. There's a bunch of parlays and stuff going to be in there. I know PJ going to be active. We can go in there and make some moves. Do some. You might already been active. So hey, hit up PJ on IG. I'm like, yo, what's a good thing here? Good thing. Go to FanDuel. Check it out. Make it happen. So you got that to look forward to as well. So got all that going on. It's a loaded week in sports. So anything crazy happen, of course, we'll be here to hook y'all up. But for Dot, for PJ Hairston, this is Desmond Johnson. You've been watching and listening to the Bleav in Hills Hoops podcast on the Bleav podcast networks, brought to you by the fine folks over at FanDuel. Everybody pray for Hills Hoops.
We believe the truth. This is Daht Hill Nation, Carolina through and through. Hoops, yeah, we talk that blue. We believe in Hills Hoops. How about you? PJ with that jumper, still the truth. Daht, he the 6 man coming through. Desmond been the voice, and that's the root. We believe in Hills Hoops.